Hello, everybody. Welcome to quarter two. We're starting off quarter two with the unit three of the computer science intro to computer science Python. So hopefully you were able to finish up your assignments and you're happy with your grade for quarter one. If you were unable to finish the assignments for quarter two for quarter one for some reason, you can still finish them, and I can still go back and update your grade for quarter one if there's anything you didn't finish. You have to do those assignments anyways because you need to do each assignment to unlock the next assignment. So to do the things we're doing in quarter two, you have to finish quarter one anyways. So please go ahead and do that as quickly as possible. If you're having trouble getting stuck somewhere, let me know. I'm happy to help. Okay, for the rest of us, let's start with chapter 3. So it's about max and min, right? Maximum and minimum. We're going to learn how these functions work, how they can be used in programs, and then we're going to define and code parameters, explain the guidelines of the functions. Okay, here is the video, right? Go ahead and watch the video. And you can try the things that she does. Right, you can try the things she does down here in the little try space. Let's see, A equals int input, enter a number. Okay, this I highly recommend that you use this little space to try things, and you can quickly see if there's a problem. Oh, like here, I forgot parentheses. That's a big source of problems, is not having enough or having too many parentheses. So always check that you have one set of parentheses for each function. Okay, there we go. Now if I run the code, it should work. Okay, yep, okay. And then here's the summary. You can read the summary. So the minimax are functions that can find the minimum or maximum of a list of numbers. So these variables have these values, and then you define another variable called smallest, which is the minimum of A, B, and C. So this will give smallest the value of 2, and then largest will get the value of 5. Okay, so we're calling these things functions now. We've been calling them commands before, but they should be called functions. And functions have parameters. Parameters are the things that go inside the parentheses. Okay, so now there's an ear sketch activity with parameters. Okay, how many parameters do I need? You shouldn't have to guess. They usually tell you how many parameters a function takes. Okay. So, for example, set tempo takes 1 parameter, 1 number. Okay, these other functions like insert media and set effect, they take more parameters, 3 or 4. Okay, and then this is a cool link to click on here and learn about this stuff. Artificial intelligence, a robot that won Jeopardy. Okay, and there's a little activity you can try. Don't spend too much time here. If you have time, go through it. If you're rushed for time, you can skip over it a little bit. Okay, let's go to the next. All right, next activity here, which is the lesson practice. And remember, it's not really a quiz. You get to take it as many times as something is a set of commands which can be run by calling it by name. Something is a piece of information sent to a function. Okay, we just talked about those two things. Consider the following code. X equals random.randint 1 from 100. The randint is a what? What is that? Is that a parameter, a class, a function, or a variable? And then which of the following is not a function? Okay, try these really quick. If you don't get 100%, go back, do it again. Okay, so there we go. 4 out of 4, that's your goal. Okay, next we have if statements. All right, so if statements are a very important part of coding. They allow your code to adjust to different things, like adjust to user input or adjust to random values. Okay, so this is kind of what allows your code to sort of think or make decisions for itself. It's not artificial intelligence. It's code, but it will do something based on an input or an action. Okay, like they say, it's a gateway to further actions. So we should be able to define and code statements, define syntax, and list the symbols for relational parameters. Okay, there are three slides, three videos and a PowerPoint slide here. I always like to open the PowerPoint slide and go through it. Okay, so this is a input variable. All right, and then here's my if statement. If value is greater than 0, print positive, and then print done. Okay, and you see this indent here is very important. That puts this print inside the if function. Also, the colon is very important. You always need that with an if function. Okay, so it's a test. If it's true, then the code runs. If the test is false, then it's skipped. Like they say, it always has a colon. Okay, so this code here is going to print correct if the user inputs Python. So let me just show you how that works here. And I can use this little try space or not. So it was word equals input. Word equals input, enter the secret word. And then if word is equal to Python, don't forget the double equals. That's something I tend to forget sometimes. If word is equal to, was that in quotation marks? Yeah, it's in quotation marks, Python. Whoops, I forgot the colon. Okay, then you see it automatically indents if I put that colon. Print correct. And then I have to hit delete to go back out there. Print done. Okay, so let's run the code. Enter the secret word. Suppose I say Cobra. Oh, it doesn't print correct. Okay, run it again. Say, let's see, what if I do Python but all caps? No, it doesn't print correct. It's got to be exactly the same in terms of capitalization, all that stuff. Then I can get correct. Okay, good. Don't forget the colon. This is the greater than symbol. That's greater than, less than, equal to. These are good things to kind of take a picture of. You can take a picture of that and keep that somewhere because you'll use that many times, what those different operators mean inside the if commands. Okay, and then we've got in your sketch activity. Let's go ahead and try that. Let's see, we're going to use the random integer function, and then it's going to insert media if r is equal to 1. So it's going to randomly insert some media. Okay, so we're on the ear sketch here. I'm going to go ahead and import the code so I can edit it and play with it. Then I'm going to run it over here. Okay, and again, it's going to pick a random integer each time, and if it picks 1, then it's going to add the drum loop. Okay, so this time looks like it didn't add the drum loop. Okay, so let's try run it again. This time it didn't add the drum loop. Okay. Just keep trying here. There we go. This time it added the drum loop, okay, because it's random every time, so I never know when it's going to pick 1. But this time it must have picked 1, and now we have the drum loop there too. Cool. Okay, suppose I want it to do the drum loop every time. I can change this instead of a random integer, just have it equal 1. Okay, and then everything else can stay the same. And now it's always going to have the drum loop. Okay, cool. Okay, now I'm on lesson practice 3.2. Okay, I gotta consider this code. X is the integer, input, enter a number. And this means not equal to 8, right? I've got that little screen capture of the different symbols. Okay, yeah, that's not equal to. So if x is not equal to 8, print A. Oops, some other windows open here. If x is greater than or equal to 10, print B. If x is less than 10, print C. And if the remainder when x is divided by 2 is 1, print D. Okay, so what is output if the user types in 9? Okay, well, it's probably going to be more than one of these, right? Well, 9 is not equal to 8, so it's going to print A. 9 is not greater than or equal to 10, so it's not going to print B. 9 is less than 10, so it's going to print C. And then let's see, 9 divided by 2 is 4, remainder 1. So yeah, it's going to print D as well. Okay, go ahead, try the rest. If you don't get 100%, try it again. Here we go with the coding practice. Question 1. So I got to write a program to enter a number and test if it's greater than 45.6. If the number is greater than 45.6, the program needs to output the phrase greater than 45.6. Okay. So that's an input variable. We can call it X or whatever, or we can call it number. Sure. Let's call it number. And number equals, let's see, I don't want an integer here because it could be a decimal. So I'm going to get a float and then input and that phrase there, enter a number with a colon and a space. Okay, now I need my if command, so or my if function. If number is greater than 45.6, okay, colon, print, I'm just going to copy and paste to save some time, greater than 45.6. Okay, let's try it. 45.7, good. Okay, let's try it again. Oops, try it again with something less than 45. 45.6, like 45, it doesn't do anything. Okay, looks good. Let's grade it. Okay, it passes all the tests. Cool, there were 8 tests there. All right, so then submit it, and we're done with that one. Cool. Next coding practice.